everybody. Listen, welcome. This is HBCU Original Listen 2025.
Come on.
Gentlemen, introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Coach J.L. Williams from HBCU Original. You know what it is. Listen, we just excited to be here. Looking forward to a brand new year, a year of just so many things that God has for us to really get accomplished. So it's 2025. We staying alive, baby. Everything is coming alive. All of our dreams, all of our hopes, all of our inhibitions, everything is coming alive in 25. Let's go. Coach Rob, what's up, baby?
Hey man, what's going on, man? You always gotta be rhyming, man. Listen, how could you follow something like that? I knew I should have introduced myself before you, man. I knew it, man. Well, listen, man, I'm Robert J. Moore, Robert J. Moore Entertainment, man. Coach Rob, as they call me. But man, author, right? A whole bunch of things, man. I got a whole bunch of titles, man. But Robert J. Moore, that's my name. That's who I am, man. What's going on, fellas?
Good. You should let me introduce you, man. I know how to bring you in.
Hey,
I know how to bring you in, baby. I'll get you on the runway to purpose. Come on.
Hey, let me go ahead. Bring me in, JL. Go ahead.
Yo, everybody, look, good day, everybody, everywhere. Listen, I want you to listen. Listen, are you listening? Can you hear what your boy is saying? Listen, I got a gentleman right here we about to introduce. Really, he needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one because he's my boy. This is Robert J. Moore from Robert J. Moore Entertainment. Listen, author, speaker, playwright. Listen, the list goes on and on. It's endless. I'm saying everybody here needs to listen to what this man got to say. Listen, he done went to ATL and turned up. Listen, I'm excited. He has an absolutely awesome event coming up. I need you to be in tune for it. Listen, you need to go to Robert J. Moore Entertainment. Robert J. Moore Entertainment. Did you hear what I said? Robert J. Moore Entertainment. You need to go there because that's where it's going on at. Listen, this your boy, Coach Robert, the building. Let's go, baby. What's up, man?
Hey man, what's up? See, man, I can't do no introduction like that, man. But I appreciate that introduction, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
You my man, you know that.
Hey, Rob, you'll get a check in 2023. All right.
I'm gonna get my check in 2023. Oh, okay, all right. You owe me then.
Hey, listen, 2024 it has passed us. And it was an exceptional year, I think, for everybody on this panel right now. We come a tremendously long way. I just want to thank God for everything He's instilling in each one of us, and we'll continue to. We got to listen. This is only January the 1st, and we got a long road ahead of us. A lot of projects going on, a lot of things we want to get done. But most importantly, we want to thank God. That's first of all.
No doubt.
Just for bringing us in, man.
I
want to get the monkey out of the room, man. January the 20th. What do y'all think is going to be like? What do you look? What is America going to be like?
January 20th, when the president takes over, man, when Donald Trump takes over, man, I really on some real for real, man. As much as I didn't vote and probably would not vote for him, I don't think that it's going to be that bad. I really don't think that it's going to be that bad as everybody is trying to make it be. I really think it's going to be, we're going to have some obstacles. It's going to be a lot of hurdles, but when is it not? When is it not any hurdles going in the political stuff, man? But I don't see him doing what people think that he's going to do. But I don't think America will allow him to do all of the stuff. I mean, y'all also have to understand he's the president, but he's not going to run the world. You understand what I'm saying? Like when Barack Obama and I seen this when Barack Obama became president. We thought everything it was going to be a lot of change or whatever, you know what I mean? But he was just the president, man. He wasn't. It's still a lot of other things still has to be ran by other people. I just don't think that. I just don't think that he's going to come in and do everything that people think that he's going to do and cause too much problem. I just don't think that. I think he could help. I think he's probably going to help a little bit too, man, because he's a businessman, man. So he ran the presidency not as a president. He ran it as a business, and that's how you know, a lot of people, you know what I mean, a lot of black people voted for him, man. You know what I mean? A lot of black people voted for that man. So I don't think it's going to be that bad, to be perfectly honest.
What are your thoughts, Jay?
You know what? You know, Coach Rob said it. I don't think it's going to be that bad neither, because you know, we have survived so much. You know what I mean? Particularly for, when I say us, I mean, like, you know, for African Americans, we've survived so much. I don't think there's nothing you can throw at us that we ain't gonna come up on top. You know what I mean? Most of us have grown up in welfare, didn't have nothing. We used to not having nothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we was born into nothing. And we had to make do. We had to make it happen with whatever it is that we had to work with. So when you have somebody like this who's a president, I don't think us as African Americans are so distraught. You know, like we're frazzled, and like the world is changing that much drastically that we won't be able to survive. Nah, I think we're gonna thrive. I think this is gonna be a come up for us and a lot of other people. Like Coach Rob said, he's a businessman, so he's going to approach it.
I can't wait. I can't wait till the 20th. I need him to go to Biden and go now. You know
damn! Right now.
What is the wait? What is the wait for?
Crazy. Hey man, listen. I mean, it's a process though, man. But you know what, man? This is what I really want. Anybody that's become president, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that people are saying that he's going to take away. I was one of those children, man, and grew up in a household where we grew up on welfare and everything, man. And I think that, going forward, I don't think welfare should be taken away, but I think it should be a benefit for people to go out, utilize it, and be on it for a certain amount of period of time, and go and get an education to try to better themselves. I really don't think that I don't think that it should be to the point where, you got people on welfare for the past 50 years. You know what I mean? Like, And what is it? What is it? How is that benefiting your children when you're setting the precedence of what they have to come to expect? If you're sitting around on welfare and you're getting a check every month and that's all they see, that's all that they're going to want to do. If they don't have no encouragement and saying, listen, okay, this is what we're going to use. We're going to use this, for us to jumpstart, certain things or whatever. I don't think it should be something that they should be on forever. And I think that whoever's running president, I think that's one of the things that they should do. Make it make sense to me, to be perfectly honest, man. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get us out of that mindset of just sitting at home and not doing stuff and then thinking that the government should be handing us out this and this and that. I think it should be a work study. I think some people we should have to work to do, to be on welfare. So
okay. Man, what's going on? First of all, welcome. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's going on? Welcome,
who is that right there?
Everybody, listen.
Who is that right there?
We got. Hey, listen.
What's up, Chad?
He watching that game, man. He watching Ohio State tear up Oregon. They beating the brakes off of them.
Yeah. Look, I had to tune in. That was one of the losses we took. So I had to make sure we right the ship.
I'll be honest though, hey Rob, I'll be honest, man. Biden didn't do enough, I don't think, for African American men in business. To me personally, he should ensure that we got money to move along. Black, especially black men. We are at the bottom of the totem pole, man. We're at the bottom. Black men in business are at the bottom. So,
hey man, but listen, we are at the bottom though. You know what I mean? We are, right? But whose responsibility is that though? Whose fault is that?
I'm not saying responsibility. I'm saying to ensure that you gotta remember, a lot of the banks, they're gonna say no just because we still got a lot of racism too. We have a lot of racism too.
Listen.
And
I totally agree with that, bro. Totally. I totally agree with all of that. I agree.
And
I know where you're going with this,
people
bro.
with grade A, who have grade A credit, who have great resources, and still can't get loans. They don't want to see us
I
get ahead,
I think all of that stuff. I think all of that stuff should be. You know what I mean? I think all of that stuff should be. There should be a consequence for all these banks, and it's some of the banks that were being penalized. I knew Bank of America. They were having some issues. Because my ex, she deal with the mortgage stuff. I know somebody was being sued, and they was caught um, uh, playing favoritism to black people, turning them down and charging them a higher interest rate. I forget what bank that was. I think it was. I want to say, you know what? I'm not going to say because I really don't know because I don't want nobody to come and say Rob said this and this is nothing and it wasn't true.
Nah.
I forget, but listen, brother. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. People will say something, anything. But anyway, you know, everybody want a lawsuit. Everybody want to sue somebody.
You know, Rob. My thing is, like you just said. A lot of these banks are practicing a lot of really hateful practices, man, toward African American males. They don't want to see us succeed, man. And we have great ideas and great, like you said before, they are being sued, but they're not being sued at the rate that we need them to be. And that's why the government, listen, they want our money to go into the bank and taking our money and giving out loans. But we can't get any. We can't reciprocate. What are y'all thoughts on it? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I think we need to become our own bank, right? I think we need to switch that up and become our own bank. And we have to begin to now bring our resources together. I heard it said that our resources alone, just African Americans, is like a continent. Like we collectively, we're like as far as if you're looking at from highest to least, we would be, if you collected all of our money together, we would be like the eighth most profitable people in the world based on our money and what we spend our money on. See, we spend our money on hair, on just a whole lot of foolishness, and so our money cannot grow collectively together to be an asset. That's why when they look at us, we are like the consumers of the world. When they talk about consumers,
I think Killer Mike was talking about that too. Rob attested that Killer Mike has a bank. Am I correct? Black-owned bank.
But see, that's what I was gonna say. We got, like, here in Atlanta, there's a couple black-owned banks, right? Like Citizen One, and like you were saying, that one, there's another one that they're Killer Mike.
Hold on, you saying Citizen? Wait a minute.
It's something like Citizen One or Citizen, like there's a So there's a couple of them, right? That's out.
You gotta remember something. We don't get that up here, man. We in the north.
But even with that though, the thing is, we gotta change our thinking though. Because you can tell somebody that's a black-owned company, it's a black-owned business. And then the first thing they thinking, they find an excuse not to do business with them. Or they're looking for a reason to say, well, or they just they'll just rather deal with the names that they already know, that they done heard. Well, my daddy banked here for 20 years, and then they give you a spill on why they should still deal with these people.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, so they out there. And the good thing about some of them that's out there, they don't have to be local. They don't have to be somewhere where you can pull up and use the ATM. You could just go online and create an account with some of these places, and then and bank with them. Yeah. The issue is you don't hear about it enough, or you might see an ad here and here, but that's it.
But we're not fortunate as y'all, man. You talking about y'all two in Atlanta, man. And Atlanta is the black mecca of the United States. Y'all are where all the money is at. You guys, I mean, we're in Philadelphia area and all that. There ain't no money up here like that, man.
But you got, Vince, to my man's point, you gotta have the mindset. So you gotta have the mindset.
You're not hearing what I'm saying to you, bro. I said, as far as it comes to black businesses, you're not going to see that up in Philadelphia. Unless it's barbershops, salons.
No,
you're not going to see.
not as much.
Yeah, you're not in Miami. You're not seeing no. I mean, everybody got soul food restaurant, or it's just basic businesses, man. To me, it's not really something that can change the infrastructure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of that, construction and all that.
Well, I think first of all, we gotta be able to support one another. Our dollar cycles outside of our community within hours.
Yeah,
no, within minutes. No, within minutes.
Within minutes.
Within minutes.
But you keep saying recycle. But we're recycling. We're gonna do we're gonna buy hair weave and get haircuts, and we don't have the black dentists. We don't have the black doctors up here. We don't have I'm talking about things that make a community.
Well, we do have them. Yes, we do. We do have them, but we don't support them.
We don't have enough to make the community.
Right,
we don't have enough, John.
But the ones that are here, are not supported enough.
We can't have 1,000 black people going to one black dentist.
No, I know. Listen, I know dentists that have like 5 different dentists, people in them that are African American. He owns it, but he has other dentists that are there, and also with the doctors, they got other doctors there. We just have to go. We have to be more adamant in supporting that. You know what I mean?
The problem is, so this is the problem though, and I know where John. I see where Vince is going. See, here in Atlanta, man, and I only been here 4 months, man, and I've seen so much support wise. Like, this is somebody that's online right now. You know what I mean? I met ManDeleon at an event, a black event, that was put on by a black sister and her husband, Indie Films, BBR Indie Films, and met a bunch of people, and we talked, and we formed a relationship, and he's part of Robert J. Moore Entertainment. He does the stuff that, you know what I mean, that I would have to go out and pay so many people so much money for, and I don't have those finances. But this man here is on here. He believes in something that I'm doing, and he was a man of his word that he's helping me. The problem is we don't have a lot of people that want to sit up here and ground from the bottom up, and that's our issue. That's our issue. It's like you want to get on the next thing that's running right. You know what I mean? It always has to be a main. You know what I mean? It always has to be running right, but nobody wants to struggle. And the problem with us going out and putting our own money together, let's just take, for instance, now I see 5 people on here, right? Let's just for an example, right? I say, listen, I got $5,000. I got a loose $5,000. I got an idea. I have Robert J. Moore Entertainment, and it's already jumping. So, John, I'm gonna come to you. Listen, can you invest in Robert J. Moore? Hey, ManDeleon, can you invest in Robert J. Moore? Do you got $5,000? Vince, can you invest in Robert J. Moore? Sir, I don't know who you are, but can you invest in Robert J. Moore? And the problem is going to be this, right? Why would I rather invest in Robert J. Moore? And which y'all can go online, y'all can see everything that I have done already. I have a track record of things that's already done, but why would y'all want to go online? Want to come in business with me? Because your mindset is going to be like, no, I want to own it. My name is not on. Why? And that's the problem. We're not investing in our own money because it always has to be about me, and me. And that's the issue when we got a whole bunch of us. We got a whole bunch of coaches. I know John. I know so many coaches in Delaware. I know all of these. I know all of the people that's doing stuff. Before anybody was doing all of the stuff that they doing with this AAU traveling basketball and all that stuff, I did it. I am the one that did it all. I started all of that stuff before anybody did it besides Ty Taylor. I am the one that was doing the traveling basketball. I did all of that. You would think that everybody could see. I had my own money. I funded everything myself. I never asked nobody for nothing. You would think that people will say, here, let's go ahead and do it together. Let's do it. No, it's not that. It took that. What's that group that got that stadium out there, John? What's that built the stadium out there? What's the guy that built that stadium in Wilmington? They got that's at the Sixers place.
It's 76ers.
That built it. I don't know.
What's the people that own it? The people that own it.
Who?
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
All of them people that own it, the white people that own it. Why did it take for them to go and have Lamar go over to do his line and all of that stuff over there with them? Why when it took it took somebody else white to create some of that stuff to do it when I already had it? I had Lamar, I had Coach Darnell, I had all of these people. I set a meeting with every last one of them. Check Rock, what's his name? Drew, his brother,
the Silk
Silk. Brother, I had every last one of them. Lamar, Silk League, every last one of them. My league. Listen, let's put this together. I paid for a logo to get done. I did all of that. But guess what? None of them did it. None of them did it. And I don't know the reason why. And I really don't care the reason why. But what I'm telling you is it took a white person for them to go and do it over there. But as us, we had all this. And I'm talking about, John, I'm talking about I did this probably 6 to 7 years before that building even came about. Before it even came about. But we can't come together. And that's my whole thing. For us to build a bank, and a trust and everything, and all we got to do is put our money together, man. Everybody in the world want to be like black people, man. We are the thing that's popping. Everybody wants to be like us, but we're killing ourselves because we don't want to be like us. We want to be like everybody else instead of us believing in us. And that's the issue, Vince. That's the issue. The reason why Atlanta is doing what they're doing, because you got a lot of black people that's not even from Atlanta. These people here in Atlanta, they're not from here. None of these people in Atlanta from here. I have not met one person in Atlanta that's from Atlanta. That's ManDeleon. How many people from here? How many people from Atlanta is from Atlanta? Nobody.
Hey, even the people that tell you they from Atlanta ain't from Atlanta.
Exactly.
Like even the people say I've been here. Like, did you find out you was born in New York? Like you ain't from.
But what I'm telling you, Vince. But what I'm telling you is, it's the mindset of where we are today. It's the mindset. It's the mindset, and it trickle down. It's a trickle down effect, bro. This is a trickle down effect that has happened generation. It's generation after generation, and it's time to break the generation. It's time for us to stop saying, like, listen, oh, we can't do this. Oh, we can't. No, we can. All we got to do is just listen and believe in each other. All we got to do is sit down at a table, bro. You got at least $5,000. You got to lose $5,000. You got to lose $5,000. They got shells. They got shells of warehouses. That's $50,000. You can go get a shell, buy a piece of land, put the shelf on the land, and start creating your own business. But guess what? We won't do it because we so stuck in that I can't, and I want to be better than that brother, and I want to be better than this. Right now, this is my last time. My last thing. I'm writing a series. It's called "I'll Kill My Brother." Right? It's called "I'll Kill My Brother," and I'm writing a series about it. And that's all that we're doing. We're beating our brothers and stuff so down that in our homes with our ladies, they continue to keep on beating us down because they don't see the value in a black man, because black men has lost the sight of what, you know what I mean, the value in us. And we are strong individuals, man. And we just lost it.
I got a name for your book.
Go ahead.
The Kane Complex.
Ooh, the Kane Complex, the Ku Klux Klan.
No, Cain killed Abel.
Cain and Abel.
Cain killed Abel. Cain killed Abel. Yes, Cain killed Abel. Yes, I love it. The Kane Complex.
Hey, but you know what? Speaking on that though,
and that was free. So don't say I didn't contribute. Don't say I didn't contribute.
Listen. Don't even worry.
Hey, Peter,
I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it in there that you get that. Don't worry about it. You got it. Don't worry. I got you.
Hey, Pete, hey Benson, man. Don't tell him, Benson. See, Benson got like 50 years experience in film. And you guys don't know he's on here right now. He can introduce himself. So he has a background in film production.
Okay.
That's a lot of great.
My name is Peter G. Benson, no relation to George, and I wish I was. and actually, I'll be 68 the day after Valentine's Day. Don't look it, don't act it, but I'm enjoying retired life, and I hope and pray that I'll be able to network with some positive thinking other people that are trustworthy, God-fearing, and I just want to do some awesome things. And Vince, I just met him a week and a half ago, and I am impressed with the caliber of people that he has around him. So I thought I'd come on tonight and see what's up. Nice to meet all of you.
Well, nice to meet you, man. You started off wrong already. You already done charged me. Well, you gave it to me for free. So, but you want, I got you. Hey, listen, I got you though. Don't worry about it. You gave it to me for free, but you was trying to. It's all right. I got you though. I got you, Mr. Peter. I got you.
See, when we get stuff for free, there got to be a little marketing angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Listen.
That's a savvy businessman, Coach.
Out of all due respect, man. I see him, man, I see him in that suit, man. What's that? Is velvet? I see. What is that?
A buddy of mine complimented what I had on today, and here's my answer: playwear.
I know that's right, man. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. I ain't mad at you, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Listen, I'm retired, and virtually every day, I wear a shirt and a tie. Think about this.
Okay.
Just the psychological aspect. They say if you make up your bed first thing in the morning, it gives you a sense that you're gonna have things together the rest of the day.
Jesus.
It's just a psychological programming of yourself. So I'll wear a shirt and tie even if I'm all dressed up and know where to go. Because it puts me in a frame of mind of being productive, or at least thinking productively. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like
that.
Man,
let me go change my shirt real quick. Hold on, man.
Hey, yo, listen. It's this guy, y'all, at my community center in Wilmington, at my place in Wilmington, right? It's this guy. He wears a suit. I have never ever seen him. He's a recovering addict. He's in the homes, the shelters at the end of the block or whatever. And I've never ever I've never seen that man without a suit on ever and I have seen him for years. I've never seen him. So I got him on picture. I got him on camera. Me and him was talking, and I asked him. I said, "Yo, you never wore a suit." He said, he came in the building, and I got a picture of these 4 kids. An old picture of these 4 kids in suits. John, you probably remember that picture I got in my building.
Yeah,
it's a picture of these 4 kids, and he started talking about that picture, right? And he started telling me. He said, "Man, listen, my dad told me you never dress for the job that you have. You dress for the job that you want." And he said that he was a doctor. He said he was a doctor, and the things that happen, he said, people look at him and laugh and say, he's homeless and whatever. He said he lost his mental. And that's the reason why he is where he at now. But he's coming back. He does a lot of teaching for the homeless or whatever. But he gave me that. He told me, he said, "Listen, never dress for the job that you have." He said, even if you're at McDonald's and they tell you wear a t-shirt, he said, wear a button-up shirt. He said, because you want to be the manager of that store. He said, never dress for the job that you have. He said, dress for the job that you want. And I said, wow, man, that was so powerful. Good. But I never seen that man ever. I never seen him in anything but a suit.
I need to have him come over and speak at the Hope Center.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, listen. You know where he at. You know exactly. He right there where my building at.
Yeah, I need to go ride by there and
Hey, look. I got it. Go ahead. I got a disclaimer to make though.
Okay.
I'm the oldest in my household of 7 kids growing up in the 60s. I was born in 57. And this is Chester, Pennsylvania. Does any good thing come out of Chester? So check this out. Went to Catholic school. Today, I would say it's paganism mixed with Christianity. But the discipline was there, and we had to wear ties. And the humorous thing is, after school, we Catholic school boys would rip our tie off because the public school kids would beat up everybody that had a tie on. But we were stupid. Wait. But we were. There was an exercise in futility to snatch your tie off because we got a white shirt on.
How about that?
Hey,
but anyway, that's that preconditioned me to use the tie as an emblem of getting my life together and being focused on being
Yeah.
productive and thinking constructively. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good
Hey,
stuff. I like that.
That's powerful.
You know what? It sets a precedence for your day and for who you are as an individual. You know what I mean? And then people have an expectation when they see somebody, and they have a reverence when they see somebody that looks like they're going somewhere. They give you they put respect on your name. You know what I mean? It's like they do, man. It just is, and I think that's embedded in the culture. That's not just our culture, but I think it's better embedded in the culture of humanity, that we look at people that
that's a
present
biblical thing.
themselves as
That's a
professional,
biblical thing.
and we give them that respect.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah,
might
it's so
add,
crazy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just going to dovetail off of what Coach Williams just said. This issue is rooted in what you think about yourself will
Mm.
be mirrored in other people in terms of what they think of you.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
I'm gonna give you a real quick word picture. I'm working for a Philadelphia Electric Company back in the 1980s, doing menial tasks of simply reading meters, electric and gas meters,
Mhm.
going from house to house. And we had a green uniform on, a badge. I don't know how it is, but somehow upper management at 23rd and Market Street, I don't know, they talked to my managers in Chester office and had me come down to 23rd and Market Street, go up to something like the 18th floor, and I'm involved in a management team that's studying absent lost time in our department of 1,500 people. And I'm like, why did they pick me? I mean, look, I got a high school education,
Mhm.
and they picking me to be on a team of managers in customer service and accounts department. But get this, over
Hmm.
time, I volunteered to take minutes at all the meetings. And so the trick was if I forced myself to take minutes, it forced me to pay attention and learn. And check this
Ah,
out, guys. Check this out. Check this out. At some point, I and about two other individuals on that team of like 8 people were selected to speak at Bryn Mawr College American College in Bryn Mawr once a month. Here I am, a line level employee talking to managers about
Mhm.
wow. Wow.
how to improve processes in the workplace. And get this, one day I did an experiment. I showed up at the round table with my meter reading uniform. My performance sucked. It was horrific compared to my normal performance. And one of the moderators told the audience, by the way, Pete is running an experiment. He's wearing his meter reading uniform to make a point. The
Oh
issue
wow.
is the way we dress will impact not only how we think, but how we function in the workplace and in the marketplace.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Rob,
Let's.
it's funny. It's funny you said that because Mike the other day, and I want to talk to this after we get done on this topic. But Michael Vick was talking about they were talking about the way he dressed on the show and everything, and they asked him, "Were you still dressed the same when you take over the new position at Norfolk State?" He's a new head coach, and Deshaun Jackson also just got picked as Dell State's new head coach, football coach. He said, "Of course." Of course, I want my young men to be leaders. Yeah, of course.
There you
So
go. That's it.
Hey, yo. So listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. So every day, you know what I mean? I'm a basketball coach, so I'm comfortable in wearing sweatpants and hoodies and stuff like that, and sneakers or whatever. But I know when I got to go out in front of people, it really depends on the crowd. I dress a certain way. I
Mhm.
dress a certain way because I want a certain I want to get a certain outcome and I also want to get a certain my point across to like children. I want to come, you got to meet people where they are. And I totally get that. You know what I mean? So my program, you know, helping children and helping, you know what I mean, the community or whatever, I have police involved in the things and stuff that I do. So one experience, I don't know, John, if he was there. I did there's an event that's called Me and My Dad Got Game. It's a 2-on-2 basketball tournament with kids and their children, whatever, right? And I had the police officers come the week before to the training, and they came in their police uniforms, right? And they came, and you know what I mean, they, you know, talking to the kids, getting them prepared, hyped up for the game or whatever. And then the next week was the actual game, and they did not come in their police uniforms. They came in regular clothes, right? The way that the children handled these cops, the police officers, it was totally different. Not even understanding and knowing that the way that they were talking to the police officers with, like, I guess, more respect was totally different than the way they was dealing with them after they saw, you know what I mean, when they came without their police uniforms. So the next day after the game, I had those same police officers who those kids was playing basketball with and came, because I didn't tell them that they were police officers during the game or whatever. It was just a lot. So when they came back, the reception that they got from them, and my point to make what to the kids was, you treat people no matter how they dress, no matter how they look, you treat people the same way you would treat them, period, the way you want to be treated. And I see that, and I see the difference. And guess what? These kids was 8 and 9 years old. This is a learned behavior. And if we start teaching our children now, the way you dress, the things that you do, the things in life that you want now, we will have a better future. But I'm so, you know, we're getting older, and you know what I mean, you know, and we have to worry about these kids that's coming, this generation that's coming up. Man, it's gonna be hell, man. This is gonna it's gonna be a problem, man. Like I just man, I want to go to Jupiter. Shit, man. Bro, listen. I don't even want to be here, bro. I want to go to Jupiter, man. Seriously, man, because you know what I mean, the things that's going on right now, bro, like it's gonna be hell, man. We're gonna have a problem, man.
Well, sports helps, so we gotta keep the sports up there because we know it helps.
No. Sports is killing us now. Sports right now. Did y'all see what Florida? Did y'all see Florida just went on? Man, did y'all now? Our sports right now. Money is tearing sports up. It's going right now. Basketball, football. It's going to be obsolete, y'all. I'm guaranteeing you. Nobody going to believe me because we so used to sports and all of that stuff. Soon it's going to be to the point where, because now the children are running all of this stuff. These athletes now are controlling so much now. It's like the coaches don't have a chance. A person like me, a coach like me that don't give a damn about how athletic you are. My whole thing is I want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do in school, and you know what I mean, you doing everything that you're supposed. Coaches like me, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it to this. I wouldn't make it right now. I wouldn't make it because you're not gonna. I don't care if you're my number one. If you're my number one player, I have set my best players when we played DC Assault traveling basketball. I set Quinny down. Quinny was my best basketball, my best point guard. I set him down because of some of the stuff that he said. I set him down because
nowadays you got the players with these NIL deals. You got the players making more than the coaches.
Well, let me ask
exactly.
You a
so what? I'm listening. Go ahead.
I wanted to chime in because I wanted to speak about the two new hiring of Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson, but definitely wanted to bring light to them. You think they can help change some of the attitudes of the students, the young college men coming in? High school student coming into these colleges?
So this is what I want to say about Deshaun Jackson and Mike Vick, right?
Mhm.
They both are young black men that made mistakes, and I think that they've learned, and I hope that they've learned from it. For you to take a position, for me to call you coach, yo, and then listen, I don't take that title. I became a coach. I didn't. This is something that I did not. Man, listen, when I came down here, I was Rob Moore. I just had a vision to wanted to start some basketball program in Wilmington that I saw from Philadelphia that they had a lot of, and I seen the things that my adopted pop took my whole community and put us all in baseball, basketball. We went swimming. We did certain things that my mom, our community, wouldn't have been able to afford if he hadn't did it. So when I came to Delaware, I saw that same lack, and I was able to put a program together, and it just so happened that they called me Coach Rob. And then it said I had to form into that. Being a coach, y'all, is not something that you just do overnight. That's not something you just wake up and say you're a coach. I had to really prepare myself, because not only did I become a coach, I became a father figure. I became a leader of a community that I had no clue about. I had no idea about anybody in Delaware. I didn't know not one kid. Only person that I knew was this girl that I used to date. Her name is Keisha. That's all I knew in Delaware. I knew nothing else about Delaware. And they told me that I had to meet some guy named Gene Brown. And that's all I knew.
Hey, John, what are your thoughts about the hiring of Deshaun Jackson and also Michael Vick?
Man, I think it's a great opportunity. I'm praying. I'm praying for them even now. I mean, they were in my thoughts and in my prayers all this week, and ever since I've heard about that, I think they have a great opportunity to really impact, these young people. I'm praying that people give them a chance, and they don't typecast them because of certain mistakes that they have made in the past. Right? I think if they use that as examples of what not to do. See, right now, both of them have a blank check. Right now, they got a blank check, and they can rewrite their history. They can rewrite. I mean, they can rewrite their future. Like they can rewrite it, because moving forward, they have made mistakes. They have did all that. Those things are learning experiences. Now, because I've made mistakes and I've overcome them, both of them have been able to be in different positions, right?
John, let me not to cut you off, but those mistakes, that was 10 years ago, man.
I know, no. What I'm saying is,
it's starting to get annoying. It's annoying because
what I'm saying is that, they were 10 years ago. I get that. They were 10 years ago, but sometimes, Vince, people will always find a way to remind you of who you were, not who you are.
But see, they're making it like it's recent.
But the same thing, I don't like sometimes, but you know what? But the fact that you're talking about it is a lot of people. It's been 10 years ago, but there's a lot of people that when you bring that up, they didn't even know nothing about it. Now they got to go research and go down that rabbit hole.
Like what happened? Like that's why I said.
But what I'm saying is, I'm saying it to the point they know. What I'm saying is that they have within them. They have the ability right now to really make a strong impact. Whatever happened in the past is in the past.
Right.
But they can use that, because a lot of times when you're like primetime Deion Sanders, when he every time he was up there speaking to them kids, he would always grab something from his past and let them kids know of what I did, how I overcame this. When I was ready to commit suicide, I was at the top of my career. I was making all this money. I was that dude. But I had a Lamborghini car that I drove off the highway because I didn't want to be here anymore. He used those things in his past to teach a principle and help them young people understand that, listen, you have a great opportunity here. Don't mess it up. I made mistakes.
Like Rob was saying,
so let me ask you a question.
We get
all right. So can I say something? Can I speak real quick? Can I just
hold on? We get in the habit of doing this. It starts to be irritating. Stuff that's happening so long ago, man. And the guy had already changed his life. He's been on the TV doing this thing. He's been meetings and coaching stuff, and it's like, damn, what are we talking about here, man? Like what?
Yeah, you can use your past mistakes as
but he
as a
already
learning.
cleaned it up, though.
You can use it as a learning tool, but I'm explaining this to you. You asked me what my opinion and what's going to happen with this. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I don't know if you agree. I don't know who. I really don't care, but it's just my opinion. If these two coaches don't do, if they fail, it's going to make it hard for the next black coach, the next black coaches. It's going to make it hard. It's going to make it hard for the next people. It's going to make it hard. And you have to understand and have to realize it's not too many of us. It's not too many of us, right? And they're giving us an opportunity, right? And I pray that they do a great job. I pray that they use everything that they have experienced in life to change a lot of these young men that they're going to be coaching, to change these coaches, to change these children's their mindset and their dreams and all of that stuff. Because they were once these kids that they're going to be coaching. So they have a really great, they have a great opportunity to change it. But if they fail, it's going to be a problem for the next.
But you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
Failure can look different. Failure can look different to a lot of people. Failure can look different. Failure to you, and it can look different to a lot of people. What I'm trying to tell you is, if they go to these schools and these kids are not changing, for one, their grades start going to their athletics, their grades start going down. All because it's going to be a problem, man. It's going to be a problem. Period. Their grades start going down. It's going to be a problem because see what they're looking at it as. These are professional football players that can get us to the league, that has connections, and these NIL deals is going to come in and they're going to start swarming. Who knows if these coaches is going to be able to coach some of these kids? You know what I mean?
You know what?
Because these kids,
I'm gonna give you a prime example. Did y'all know, John? Did you know that Eddie George's been coaching for years at Tennessee State?
At Tennessee, right?
Oh,
did you know that?
He just won like a title or something.
Successful,
right?
Yeah, for years.
See, that's the thing though. See, it's stuff like that. We don't talk about that enough because they actually out there, right? Everybody know Prime went to Jackson State and did his thing.
But D1 is out there.
Baltimore went down there to do
He's black.
I'm just saying, but the whole thing is though. Now I think these colleges realize, like, they see the success that some of these coaches like Prime has had. Okay, Prime went there, now he went to Colorado, so they seeing the success. So now they giving these other athletes, these other ex-players a chance now, right? Because now they see, well, it brought revenue to our schools when we wouldn't get that attention and that revenue. Also,
but see, that's the whole thing. Think about that, though. What you just said. Think about that. If Prime Time wouldn't have generated as much money to that school, would it be more black coaches? Deshaun Jackson, Mike Vick, with all of the stuff that he done came through and with all of the bad stuff that he done came through, but they know by putting him in position with his connections and to be able to get a Reebok, a Nike deal and all of that stuff. Do you think these schools are not saying like, oh, wait a minute, we need some of this money? Is it really going to be about helping these kids? And that's why teaching, is it really going to be about helping these kids, or is it going to be about fattening these universities' pockets?
But think about it.
You already know it's about, Rob. You know what it's about.
So why are we acting like this? Well, why are we acting like it's not about this money? It's not about, and why are you saying to John, it was 10 years ago? I don't give a damn if it was 1 year ago. They're going to make this black man, these black coaches, feel that, listen, okay, you did this. They're not going to talk. You know what? Why is it that a newspaper, when they were newspapers, why is it when a newspaper was talking about something bad that a police chief or the mayor or the governor did, the newspaper is this thick?
Right.
Why? When they did something wrong, the newspaper was this thick. But guess what? When they doing something positive, you get a little newspaper because they don't want to show you that new stuff. They don't want to show you the positive stuff because bad news sells. Bad news sells, man. Think about this. Think about it in a woman's aspect, right? A woman would rather hear something negative about you and entertain it than hear something positive and say, listen, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, you know what I mean? They would rather hear a woman that say you was cheating or whatever the case may be, whatever they assume. They could get all of these phone calls and entertaining somebody that they don't even know that's calling, talking about you and listening to it. And then when you walk in the house, before you even say a word, oh, you was doing this and you was doing that. And they have no idea. You don't even know what's going on. But just think about that. Bad news sells, y'all. Bad news sells. And that's just what it is. Why would you want a Deshaun Jackson at your team? Why would you want a Deshaun Jackson to coach you?
Let me ask you a question. You ever wonder why they haven't reached out to any ex-NBA players to coach some of these schools and stuff like that? HBCUs?
Well, some of them are.
Yeah, you just don't hear about it. This is what we talking about. You don't hear about it. I'm sure we could look it up and find
NBA?
it.
No,
it's not.
Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway is the head coach of the team.
in Memphis.
Yo, listen.
He's coaching at Memphis, right? Okay.
Yo,
that's
all right. So okay. Whoever just said Penny Hardaway. All right. Okay. Whoever said Penny Hardaway, you genius. You a genius. Whoever said Penny, name me one more.
I haven't seen too many NBA players. Man.
Because
I got one. Emmanuel Davis that played for Dell State. He coaching a college team now. He a head coach now.
No. I said NBA players. John.
NBA, John.
He played in the NBA. Yes.
Emmanuel, hold. Let me go back to my. He wasn't
an NBA star like
Emmanuel Davis.
Yeah.
Who he played for? And how many years?
I was trying who he
wait. When he first came into the league, he played for
John.
He played for the Supersonics. He played for the Supersonics. And
Seattle. So he played with
Wait. He got traded, and then he went and played for Houston with Charles Barkley, Matt Maloney, Akeem Olajuwon, and all them. He was a starter. He started two guard. It was Matt Maloney, Emmanuel Davis, Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon, and I can't remember who that forward was. But
he
played at Dell State because I played with him at Dell State. Yes, yes, absolutely. He came through the.
Okay.
He came through the at the time. He came through the CBA.
Okay.
Well, John, I mean, he was a household name. He was a household name.
He was not. I mean, he was known through the MEAC. He was known through the MEAC, but he wasn't a quote unquote star. No, he wasn't a star.
Somebody like Iverson or somebody like.
Hats out to you, John. I appreciate it, John. Hats off to you. You do. You know what I mean? You played with him, so yeah, you played.
And there are others.
Who?
There are some of them. Wait. Some of them are assistant coaches as well. I can't name all of them.
I'm not talking about no assistant coach. You can look down the NBA bench, man, to see all the former basketball players that's assistant coaches. I can see that. I can name all of them. I can say all of them. Come on, I can name them.
Yeah, I haven't seen any real players. I mean, like real
Reggie Theus coach Bethune-Cookman.
Who?
Reggie Theus.
Wow.
Reggie Theus, pretty boy Reggie Theus.
He old school,
old school curly Reggie Theus.
He played in the NBA, and he was nice too. He was nice.
He was Reggie Theus in the game. He did.
And Reggie Theus was scorching. He definitely
Reggie Theus was he was
Only sleeping on Reggie Theus, man.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying to you is we named three people,
That's
right?
it. That's it,
It's
man.
thousands of basketball players. It's thousands
NBA
of
Yeah.
teams, man.
NBA history. like
It's
Yeah.
But
it's
there's more. I know. I guarantee you, if we did our research, there's a lot more we just can't think of right now. But I know it's more.
I'm saying we're talking
All
about
right.
coaching HBCUs or just college period.
I
I'm
would
talking
say
about
I would say college. I would say college.
When you said Penny Hardaway,
HBCU in college. It ain't that many. It ain't that many.
Juwan Howard is in Michigan.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And he's the head coach.
Like
And he's the head
yeah.
coach.
I'm saying like different places.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, and they doing bad too.
Remember he stopped. Remember
And
Juwan
they
Howard?
and guess what?
Right, but he's there. He's there, Vince. It don't matter if he's doing bad. He's there.
But guess what? I
And
guarantee
he's
you.
making
I
a
guarantee you
impact on
this.
them young people.
Juwan Howard won't be coaching Michigan next year. After this
No,
year here, he won't be.
Yeah, he won't
He will not be coaching next year.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
won't
hear?
be.
Since you're talking to see, that's the whole thing. They burned up his past with the Fab Five. Do you see what he's doing? What they trying to throw him underneath the dirt because they thought he was gonna come and change that atmosphere because he was
No,
who he
didn't,
is,
man.
and he's not. And he's
This
not.
kid.
Go,
Hey,
go
y'all,
and read about. Go and read it.
I just read the live.
I got one for you. I got one
Hold on,
for
the
you.
live. I was gonna say something. The live news feed just came up. Is now 15 dead. It's rising. The death toll is rising, man.
Oh,
For what?
They labeled it as a
New
terrorist
Orleans
attack.
stuff. You talking about New
Who?
Orleans?
Who?
He had a bomb in his car. You know, you didn't hear about last night?
No,
Yeah.
I ain't watching.
So he ran
What was
through.
this all about,
I
Vince?
just seen it though.
Was a black
he
guy?
ran through, I'm not sure. He ran through New Orleans and wow, killed like 20, almost 20 people.
See, that's why I'm at my house from now on. I'm not going out for no
Yeah.
New Year's, man. Y'all, no, I bring New Year's in because you know what I mean. I want to see the next year. I don't want to be a part of the next year. I want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
No,
down
that's
there
right.
drunk as a skunk.
Where's Fisk College at?
Fisk College is down in Tennessee.
Oh, Fisk. Yeah, Fisk. Yeah.
You know
Fisk
who coach
University.
Fisk? You know who the basketball coach there is?
Who?
Who?
Kenny Anderson.
Wow.
Are you serious?
That's
Wait a minute.
right.
Wow.
Kenny Anderson. Georgia Tech. The ultimate point guard.
You know what?
The ultimate point guard.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kenny Anderson.
But
Now, he was nice.
He was nice.
Now Kenny was nice.
Yeah, he was
Kenny
nice.
was Kenny was the man.
Now see,
Kenny was the man.
Now see how we talking about the dude who played basketball and you like, oh, I want to go learn from that coach, right? Can't you say the same thing for a quarterback that want to go learn under Michael Vick?
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Because now I say that because Michael Vick did. Now we all know Michael Vick wasn't no dude that like worked on his game. He just had raw talent.
He didn't.
And he didn't because he would have stayed in the league a little longer when he came back if it wasn't for the if he was like had that work ethic. Obviously we know he didn't really. He just played all.
Yeah, he was just very gifted with.
They don't take my word for it. He'll tell you that.
Yeah, he was very gifted.
I would like to see Lawrence Taylor go in and coach, man, defense, man, some defensive. You know what I mean?
But
yeah,
see,
look at Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp.
I was about to say Warren Sapp. Sometimes you got to get on the coaching staff. You know, what I mean?
Work your way up. Work your way up.
He'll get his own team, man.
You say cats like Warren Sapp, but when you bring up dudes like that, they gotta get their life together too before you be trying to go coach some kids. Tell them about life because you gotta get somebody his life is.
I mean, because of what we know, and the only thing that we know about Lawrence Taylor is he had an alcohol problem. He used to beat women. So I mean, you tell me that. I mean,
he had cocaine. He had cocaine. He liked that white girl. He liked that white girl, Rob.
Come on, man.
He like that cocaine.
Hey, John, they said halftime. He come out rubbing.
Hey man, you know what's crazy? Like back in the day when like we all grew up in like the 80s and the early 90s, right? So when the crack epidemic, it affected everybody, like your favorite football players and stars too.
Everybody.
Because I remember like a couple players from the Browns, right? It used to be stupid. I remember going on I got to go, like, went to the college and they were speaking, And you know, like some of the players, you know, was speaking, you know, some of the Browns players speaking, and then the only like, and of course, people in the audience, the only thing they is like Kevin Mack on crack, like you know, like is the you know,
Oh
yeah,
Kevin Mack,
he was just at the crack house, got busted, like yo, they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about how we can help y'all out, but you know, but we talking about these dudes smoking crack, like.
You don't think we out of the crack era though? Are we out of that era now? Are we kind of past? You think we're?
What do you mean? For who? I guess it depends on who you ask. You gotta ask. It might depend on who you ask.
No, we out. I think we out of that era though. I think.
Hey,
I think.
what are you talking about, Vince? Like, no, man, no, dog. These people are still cracked out, man. You got a lot of people out here, dog. You know, as Whitney would say, God rest her soul, crack is whack. But you still got these dudes out here doing this stuff, man. These people out here doing all types of stuff, man. So is it crack? Is it
a lesser drug? Like it's a lesser drug.
I don't think it's crack though, man. It's like meth. You know, the meth and the dope is still prevalent now.
Man,
well, you can get a med card now and go get high because it's legal. You need to go get a fix before the game starts.
Hey, what y'all think about the marijuana though? The marijuana laws.
That's what I'm saying. You can get a card and get your hit before the game starts. Because that's my doctor said I can get there.
Who was I watching?
I think everybody that got locked up for drugs, selling drugs, marijuana, I think they all should be given immunity. They all should be out, and they all should be given $1 million for all the time that they did in jail. Because right now, this right now, but this is I don't know what what I'm saying to you is that listen, what I'm trying to tell you right now, these guys that's in jail that went and so they was these drug kingpins and doing all of this stuff. Now the United States has figured out how to capitalize on drugs that they were locking people up for, and that's the problem. Now, listen, do y'all know alcohol was illegal as well?
Yes,
y'all don't even know. Do y'all know alcohol was illegal when they prohibition? So y'all know. So when they figured out how they can make money, do you know how many liquor stores? Look how many liquor stores are on our corners.
On every corner.
Well, look how many liquor stores. But they only do that to neighborhoods that are poor neighborhoods because they don't have a liquor store on the corner where I live at. They don't have a liquor store on. It's a wine and spirit in a community center. It's a wine and spirit in a community center. But this is the stuff. If you don't realize some of the stuff that's going on right now, bro, like these dudes, this world has capitalized on people that's in jail.
Yeah,
for doing what they're doing. They just made it legal. Gilly got weed out. Gilly got his own weed out.
Hey Rob,
we can go a step further with the
they capitalize off of suffering of people, drug addiction.
Yep.
Pharmaceutical, all these negative food, FDA, poisoning.
Yeah. Oh man, look, man, it's sad.
And then the air that you breathe. So
listen, it's so crazy. It's crazy that you talk about the air because I was just telling my brother we going into this. What we was in Michael's. We going into Michael's, and I smell like I could actually breathe here in Atlanta. Like literally, I can actually like, bro. Listen to me. Listen, I can actually breathe and really not cough, like literally breathe because all of the toxins that there are in Delaware from the refinery to all of the it's not. I literally can breathe, like seriously, like, and you know what I mean, like
you know what? Now it makes so much sense because when I moved down here, I used to be like, man, the sun sounds so much brighter down here, right?
Yeah.
You know, I used to be like, I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Ohio is like because there's a bunch of industry, you know what I'm saying, factories. They even got nuclear plants and whatever, right? So everything is, you know, my dad retired out the steel mill 30 years, like that's all. So I know that life. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but being around it, like I remember the first time I took my wife to Ohio, right? And I took her, we went to Cleveland because she's from here. So, we went, looked at some stuff. I took her to, the movie like Christmas Story, right? I took her to Ralphie's house, right? And so on the same street that house is on, you can see a refinery, like, there's smokestacks and, stuff coming. I'm like, yeah, it's an industrial town. Like everything around is because you don't see that around here. You just see buildings or it's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or
They was killing people back in the day, man. They was killing people off.
Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. But like he said, you come down, you could breathe. It's like now, I mean, like it ain't. I ain't saying it's like no smog, like it ain't no messed up air because I actually stay. I actually stay a couple miles from that bio lab. I don't know if y'all know about the bio lab that blew up a couple months ago. Well,
that was crazy.
That was you.
I was smelling that chlorine every morning. Look, they were putting us on lockdown, talking about shelter in place.
Hey, that was you.
Where was this?
That was you.
In Conyers, Georgia. I stay in Covenant, which is right here. It's like I stay on the border of Conyers, Covenant, so it's right here.
But I was asking you.
I was getting a text message. They were saying shelter in place, like at 7 o'clock. I'm getting off work, and then you can smell it.
Hey, that was you. But that was you saying it. That was you that did that.
What's that?
That accident over at the place. That was you that did that.
No, it wasn't me. Because it ain't the first time though. Like if you live around here, like it happened.
Hey Rob, didn't get your. I said that was that was you.
Oh no, he cut on. He better not say he did that shit, man. He did it. He better not say he had nothing to do with that.
Speaking of Atlanta, man.
Hey,
I ride by it all the time.
What you say? Brother P had something to say. Vince, Brother P had something to say.
Yeah, I want to. Since you guys were talking about how, first of all, a comment was made about in certain depressed communities, they would set up a whole bunch of bars or whatever. Then there's this issue of check cashing places on every other corner. And you people get paid, and then they turn in their check and pay to get their check cashed instead of going to the credit union or bank or whatever.
10%.
That mentality thing. But watch this, guys. There's something on a bigger scale that isn't even an issue of depressed community versus upscale community. Check this out. I'm in Walmart about 4 months ago, and I happened to visit the department that sells the powdered protein. Like weightlifters buy this powdered protein. I'm a skinny dude. I've been skinny all my life, right? And always wanted to bulk up. And as I got older, testosterone levels drop and it's even harder to bulk up. So anyway, I've been buying powdered protein, but I've been trying to stay away from the whey type, WHEY, based on
whey protein.
So I've been trying to deal with plant protein, but check this out. I had been buying plant protein from Costco and BJ's, but mostly Costco for the past 5 years. And is this plant protein, the brand is Orgain, Orgain, and it was developed by a guy who was a cancer survivor. And when you get the ingredients, it's all kind of fruits and vegetable plant stuff, man. But check this out. Fast forward 5 years later to the current time now. If I pick up a bottle of Orgain, big plastic jar, one of the very last ingredients is the sweetener, and it's artificial. It's called sucralose. They've been recently telling me, I mean, in the news, I've been finding out that sucralose is an artificial sweetener which is banned in a number of European countries. But here's the shock. Here's the shocker. Like the FDA is letting this crap be sold here in America. But get this, gentlemen, it's genotoxic. That is, it destroys your DNA, breaks your DNA up in pieces, and makes you susceptible to infections and cancer. But watch this. So I go into Walmart and I decide, let me shop for powdered protein all over again. Let me find out one that doesn't have sucralose in it, because mine now has sucralose and it
They
used to
all
not.
do. They all
But
do.
check this out. All of them do.
They all do.
Every last, I'm talking about the entire aisle.
You got to put that in the chat,
Wait,
in the
wait,
group,
wait,
in the
wait.
thing. What is it? How you spell that?
SUCRA, sucralose, LOSE. Now, let me go a step further. Most any artificial sweetener they're finding out is genotoxic. That is, it messes with your genes, it messes with your DNA. Check this out. Xylitol begins with an X. I'm gonna come close to spelling it correctly. XYLITOL. Xylitol. I found out that was in my toothpaste.
Oh crap!
It was the sweetener in my toothpaste.
And that has that same thing in it.
Say it again.
Is it xylitol has that same thing in it?
No. Let's watch it. Xylitol is genotoxic. Xylitol breaks your DNA
why you
up
putting
into
sweetener in toothpaste anyway? I never understood that.
Well, to make it more palatable. But let's go a step further.
Why we got fluoride in toothpaste?
Well, that's supposed to be to
Why we
make
got
our
fluoride
teeth
in
strong.
water?
They used to tell us when we were kids the fluoride was to make our teeth stronger.
Yeah, but they told us milk was good for you too.
Yeah, it ain't good. First of all, milk is for a baby's calf.
My brother,
I'm just saying.
I have you think I'm nerdy. My brother is super nerdy and he has a nickname for milk. He calls it cow pus.
Yeah, that's what it is. You ever see milk in its raw form?
It is. You know,
hey, listen, y'all. I mean, I get all this, but I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Y'all think they trying to kill us?
Yeah, they ain't trying to kill you. They trying to make a profit. They trying to make a profit.
But based on what he was saying about the food, about the stuff that's banned in other countries,
they not trying to kill you.
I think not too long. It's a lot like the cereals and a lot of stuff that we
eat.
I
saw a young lady.
Yep. And not only that, I seen a report that like in the UK, like there was somebody like they busted this. Now you know how we had like the bootleg spot, you know, like the flea market where they selling all the knockoff stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Spot in the UK that was selling like American food products. And they went there busting it because they was banned in their country. So they busted it like, yo, you can't be selling this stuff because it's banned because it got these ingredients that they don't even sell in America.
Oh man,
that's they don't even sell it.
But that stuff, that stuff is.
I'm about to start shipping over some boxes of cereal in a minute.
Man, listen. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, Fruit Loops. They said Fruit Loops and Fruit Loops in the UK is sweetened with yams, and some really other natural stuff. It's not the stuff they give us is sweetened with trash.
Even in Canada. Even in Canada, the ketchup.
Yes, sir.
It's just tomato.
I was about to say that.
You know, just and then salt, pepper, like whatever you use. Like shit. Look at. Go to your cabinet. It's 20 ingredients.
Yep.
Hey man,
that's true. That's right.
Half of you don't know what it is.
What man just said.
A hot dog this afternoon. Cut it out, man.
What man just said is so pertinent because it was just a month ago I saw an article and it had the Heinz ketchup that was made for Canada and the Heinz ketchup that's made for America. Totally different.
Totally different.
It got 3 ingredients in Canada, like 3 to 4 ingredients. The other one, like stuff you ain't never heard of.
And so I'm gonna make a statement. I hope I don't mess you up and get you knocked off of YouTube or wherever we are. But check this out. I honestly believe that the contingent of elitists that want to lessen the world population might have something to do with this foolishness.
Sure.
Of the FDA and the USDA and all that stuff letting crap slide. And you got these elitists working in the alphabet agencies that's supposed to be looking after our welfare, but they're not. They just showing up at work and not doing any studies. But
man, they getting paid, man.
I mean, we all know they ain't for us. We all know that.
Bro, they getting paid, man. They getting paid, bro. I mean, they getting paid, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Funerals keep people in business, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of these things that we don't understand. Jails keep the world. It keeps the world going. Guns keep the world. Why would they legalize gun? Why you know what I mean? Make it not legal to carry. Like all of the stuff that we're sitting up here thinking about now. You know what I mean? Like as back in the day, you didn't really think about that stuff because you know what I mean. You really didn't care. But now you're in a situation where we're getting older and your lives and stuff that change, and you start really like looking at things for what it is. And that's the problem when you start educating yourself. An educated black man is a dangerous man. An educated person is a dangerous man, but an educated black man is a dangerous individual,
and
man.
that's why they do
this.
everything that they can to keep us dumbed down. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
tomfoolery. You out here doing this stuff that don't make no sense to nobody, right? And then you kind of wasting your time away with.
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one even better, right? I'm gonna give you one even better. And then I gotta go shopping.
Hey, Robert.
When I graduated from college, right? When I graduated from college, man, I came out of school, right? I taught trigonometry and algebra. I straight out of college. I taught 9th grade trigonometry, 10th grade trigonometry, and algebra. That's what I taught in school. Who's using trigonometry right now?
Or algebra.
Who's using algebra right now?
Or calculus.
Who's using any of this stuff that they taught us to teach these children? Who are using any of this stuff? Who are you nowadays? Now kids can't even do 3-digit math. They can't do 3-digit math. They can't add 3-digit math.
Excuse me. They can't tell time on an
I had a
analog
conversation with somebody today. Like even in the stuff that we have in these textbooks, right? That ain't what we own, right? Like, like they, these textbooks is like just their story, right? Like they just, whatever they want you to learn, and then if whatever you can remember, you test on this, right? But it ain't the stuff that we need to know to be,
to be proper.
Remember they taught you how to balance a checkbook, but they didn't tell you how to be in business. But you can balance a check, come on, how does that really helping me?
I don't know. When I don't know. Me being a teacher, I didn't teach nobody how to balance a check.
Hey,
Rob, I know you out in the
analog clock. I'm hearing kids can't tell time on the analog clock.
Hold on a second.
That's right. That's right. They
can. Go ahead and give out a shout out for your upcoming information for your play January 17th, 18th, 19th.
Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that's going to be coming out to my stage play. It's a whole weekend. It's called Robert J. Moore Entertainment, Robert J. Moore Experience. Man, shout out to everybody that's coming out. It's January 17th, 18th, and the 19th, man. January 17th, 18th, and 19th in Atlanta. It's Robert J. Moore Experience. We having a fashion show January 17th. I'm having a comedy show January the 18th. And then I'm debuting my stage play January 19th. I got 2 shows January 19th, man. Come on out and support. It's going down, man. It's going down January 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Matter of fact,
you got to film one of those.
What's going on, HBCU original family? What's going on, man? It's your boy Robert J. Moore here. Yo, listen, man, we have a great weekend coming for you. January 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's a weekend. Welcome to Atlanta, Robert J. Moore. Bringing you a fashion show, comedy show, love, laughter, and R&B, and my hit stage play, Are You Marriage Material, starring Rachel, Raquel, 3 Creative, man, a lot more. But it's also featuring Arrington Foster of the Family Business. Yes, you heard me, man. Arrington Foster will be in the building, man, starring in my play. Are You Marriage Material? Listen, go get your tickets, man. www.robertjmooreent. Do not want to miss this. It's a great weekend. Go to the website. You'll see a lot of things that I have going on. A lot of stuff. 2025 is my year. Exactly. It's your year as well. You know what I mean? So that's the Eagles. You already see. Go Eagles. But get your tickets. www.robertjmooreent. Are you married?
Yo, Rob, you hit it with the fly, Eagles fly?
Yeah, you already know fly Eagles fly. You already know. You know. Hey, listen. Yo, listen. You know. I had to get that in there.
Watch your mouth right there. Watch your mouth, man. The Eagles, man.
I just said he hit it with it. I said that bad. I just said
you know ManDeleon. He got the Ravens. He got the Ravens.
Well, y'all going home first. Y'all going home first round. Y'all going home first round.
Oh my God, yo.
Oh, you going home first round?
Hey, the Ravens, y'all go home first round. We ain't gonna worry about that. The Cowboys already home. The Cowboys
already. Don't hate on my Cowboys, man.
Come on,
man. Hey, Vince. Hey, Vince. I know JL. I know he's sick right now. I know he don't know what to do with his life. But Vince, I'm gonna tell you this. He used to sit at home. Though for the past 30 years. Cowboys ain't been shit.
Saturday, we're gonna ruin somebody's day. We're gonna ruin somebody's day on Saturday.
Oh man.
We're gonna ruin somebody's day.
Hey, look.
Oh, you got them Steelers? Them Steelers?
The only thing y'all ruin it, man, is the ketchup, man. That's all y'all do.
The ketchup, man.
Hey, Benson, what would you say about that at Will, man? What would you say? I seen the Will.
Oh, you talking about my clock?
Yeah.
What was that?
Hey, look at that ketchup. How many ingredients on there, Rob? How many ingredients on there? I bet you it ain't 4.
Hey, listen, man, we gotta get ready to close this thing down. But listen, it was a fun time on here. Listen, we gotta shut it down. But listen, we expect a lot more we got coming up. Me and JL, we got a lot more shows coming up with a lot of content, a lot of great new content.
A lot of great content. Yeah, man. Well, listen, man, fellas, y'all always just call me and tap me in, man. I'm definitely willing to if I'm available, I'll jump on, and you know what I mean. It's good. I'm glad to be on. I'm so proud of HBCU original family. You know what I mean, Vince. I know what you're doing with this, John. I know what y'all doing with this, man. And you know what I mean, you're my brothers, man. And I appreciate y'all really for real, man. And keep doing y'all thing, man. Shout out to y'all. Love you, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. Coach Rob, understand you an inspiration to all of us, brother. You doing it, baby. I'm proud of you. Hey, man, listen, it's yeah, give us.
Oh, let Rob finish. They was at the finish.
It's all good.
What's up, John? I haven't been here from you.
Hey, baby, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
That's my brother,
man. What's going on with y'all, man?
God bless you, buddy.
Bro?
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man, but listen, man, on some real
cheese, please. Give me a block of government cheese out there, man. Give me a block of
government cheese out there. If I could get this cheese out of here, brother, if I could sell the government cheese, man, listen, it will be on and popping. Fire. That's fire right there.
Grilled cheese with that government cheese.
That government cheese. Put that government cheese and some eggs. What? Man, if I could get that government cheese, y'all, man, that'll be my business right there. Well, it's probably in the UK now. For real. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, but I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, seriously, man. But I love y'all, man, and y'all do be good. Hey, Peter. Hey, you, brother. Hey, shout out to you, man. But get your phone fixed, man. You ain't been on here, man. Your phone, there's something wrong with your phone. You need a new phone, man. I know you 68, man. I'm gonna send you a phone, bro. You gotta get your phone right. You gotta get your phone checked out, brother.
Hey, wait. If you don't call an African American brother from Chester Peter. You don't do that. Hey, if you're gonna call me Peter, use my middle initial G. Peter G.
All right. Well, so what's your name?
Peter G. Okay, Peter G. Henson.
Watch this. It's Peter Gerard Benson.
Oh,
and my dad, his birth father was a handy, and I'm thinking about going down to Delaware State, wherever, and get my name and add the handy to it because I want to give him some props. Because if it weren't for Mr. Handy, I wouldn't be here.
Well, shout out to Mr. Handy.
I'm glad my name is not Peter Handy.
Well, shout out to you, my brother, man. Thank you for that. So what you want to call you? What you want to call you?
I don't know.
Hey, listen, man.
No, you
Hey,
gonna call you
man, man,
King.
give me a shout out, man, at your channel, man. What's going on with your channel?
Yeah, man. Hey, ManDeleon live on YouTube. I'm about to start season 4 of ManDeleon Straight with No Chaser.
Okay.
You know, matter of fact, I need to have Rob on the show definitely, so we could definitely talk about. Matter of fact, you might need to be one of my first guests, so we could talk about the show coming up and the whole weekend and everything. But
Well, let me know, man.
And just out here, man. Man, just striving. And shout out to HBCU, man. Original.
Amen. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Man. Thank you so much, Jill.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, listen, man. We've had an awesome time. Got some great people on here, off the chain. Everybody in their own right is just powerful, man. We just thank God for it all. Listen, this is a new year, a opportunity to be a new you. Take advantage of the time that we have. Tomorrow's not promised to us. We have today. And today is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it.
Yes,
But I want you to really take advantage of what we have right now. You have so much opportunity at your fingertips, and we need to begin to take action to make these things happen. Surround yourself around people like we have here today that can help to fertilize your future and to make some things happen for you and your family. Listen, 2 things we want you, but pray like it depends on God, because it does. God bless you.
that's a good word.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Man,
All right.
thank you for having me on, man. Thanks.